Welcome to, what number is this? Number 12, number 7. It's either number 7 or number 12, or it could be number 9 or 8, but welcome to the Dead Cell Podcast. He hates when I do the intros. I really like them. Play the fucking theme song. Welcome to Dead Cell number 8 or 12. Nobody fucking knows or gives a shit. But we are here. This is a special edition. As you can see, we're here in real life. Look at that. Real life. What's up? What's up? Not a see? Wait, they're gonna think it's a screen.
It's a CGI.
It's real life.
I'm green screened into his house.
There we go. See, that's real. No, this is real life. He's actually in the house. In fact, he slept on this couch last night. This is real life Dead Cell Podcast. So we're here to talk to you today about. I have no fucking clue, to be honest. Do you have any idea what we should talk about today?
Yeah, so we went to...
We're just going to talk about our fucking day?
A bando.
I'm just going to talk about our day. Riveting.
Yeah, we got out of the house at like 12. We ate coffee and drank biscuit sandwiches.
Yep.
And then we went to this abandoned building.
I found a new bando. The point is I found a new bando and it's fucking sick.
And I worked on a really fucking sick video that I'm not going to talk about right now because I don't know when this thing is going to go live compared to my video. But
I mean, you could use this opportunity to promote it.
Yeah, there's a new video that I'm gonna have, and if you are watching this, go watch my video that is out. That's really cool and probably has like 10 million views right now.
Yeah, it's gonna break the internet basically.
It's gonna be all over. People are gonna make fun of me and stuff, and like I'm probably gonna go to prison for it. Hopefully.
No, it was indoors, so it's fine.
Yeah, it was the whole time it was indoors.
As long as you do any crime indoors, it doesn't count. It's
you
fine.
can do actually drone crimes inside because the FAA can't stop you.
FAA has no jurisdiction indoors, so the only crime would be, like crimes against humanity and stuff like that.
Federal trafficking, drug trafficking. That's the only kind of trafficking I advocate for is drug trafficking.
Don't use your drone to traffic drugs. It's fine to deliver like a nickel bag or something, but you ain't trying to, don't bring no keys of coke.
Yeah. So like speaking of, you can't even use a drone to deliver anything because of the range. You would have to do it like down the road.
People do it with like Mavics and shit though.
Yeah. If Mikey's Philly drone life is listening to this right now, sorry he didn't get a hold of you. I tried. Once, very, very one time. I made the effort. I'm in Philadelphia though, so
yeah. Let's talk about this. So
Philly,
Grim is in Philly because we were supposed to film this video where we're going to ride our bikes 100 miles and do a little bike packing trip. We talked about it on the last fucking podcast. We've been talking about this for so long. He came all the way out here to do this shit. We have everything ready to go, and this weekend, it's like monsooning. It's fucking crazy story. He lives in fucking Ohio. He drove all the way to Philadelphia so we could do this bike packing, flying drones, film a fucking vlog trip and everything. Now we're probably not going to be able to do it. I don't want to curse us, but it's raining. It looks like it's going to rain all fucking day tomorrow and Monday, so.
It's just not worth the hassle.
So now, I don't know. We filmed the video today. I didn't film shit. I tried to film a video. I didn't get anything. He filmed the video. He's got some good content. Like he said, that shit's going to come out. I didn't get a goddamn thing, but we're going to try to film maybe some gorilla whooping tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Go to Target, fucking harass some Target customers with gorilla whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucked. The bike thing. You know how far Ohio is from Philadelphia? It's like fucking 25 hours.
It's very far.
It's like an 80-hour drive at least.
It was a long drive to not do the thing we set out to do. I mean, it might miraculously not rain tomorrow, although I'm not counting on that.
Well, it's just funny because I packed, I brought drone stuff because we were going to do drone stuff. And then I also packed all the bike shit that we're going to need. So I had all this shit that I had to put in my car. And it's not a big deal. You can't fight the rain. You can't, the weather is going to win. And I would do rain, but it's unpredictable and it would be miserable. Like if it's storming, riding a bike in the storm is just miserable.
Well, so if we leave at 1 a.m., it'll just be cloudy until until 4 a.m.
So if we leave in 4 hours, we make it there.
But
we just get to the campsite and hang out for
in the rain, yeah. The ride is at least going to be 5 hours for us, so that's that we would only have 3 to make it there.
And I only have 3 batteries for the Grinderino right now.
I have 2. I broke one today. I only have fucking 2.
The other one was just shit.
Well, I didn't break. I lost one. I tried it. You'll go to my Instagram. It's the dive that I did in the giant hole at the new band. I found a new bando. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna go back and fly there. But I dove the SIG gap. I made it all the way through. It was like a double dive around one square. I made it. As I went to pull out, I hit a bar and it just launched my poor little Grinderino and I lost my battery. And I only have 3 Grinderino batteries. Now I'm down to 2. I need to hit up fucking G&B again.
I thought you had flown there before in that place.
No, that's a new fucking spot. God, it's so much rain.
Because, well, you've been in that area before, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we have typically. If it's somebody's like birthday and shit, that's where we barbecue is right down there by the abandoned.
But you never
building.
managed to like go in and check out that bando, or is it just?
It just recently abandoned. Yeah, it's recently bando. No, it's never been used, but it's always been fenced off super well. And it was never like deteriorated like that. It was always just a big solid brick building.
And so now there's magically holes.
Yeah, now they're tearing it down, so there's giant holes everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, Captain Cannoli, the Google pin of it, and whenever they took that satellite image, it probably only a couple years old. It still has the whole structure intact, which is now just missing. That was the part I was diving through. Like it's just the steel structure. It was like a steel and brick, and they tore down all the fucking brick, so just the steel bones are left over, which leaves you with tons of fucking sick dive gaps and stuff.
Damn,
it felt good. I'll tell you though, I used to really like flying in abandoned buildings, like big warehouse bandos, and I haven't in a long time. And even though I just did a couple of shitty little Grinderino packs, it felt good. It felt good to be back in my natural habitat, flying drones and bandos.
Yeah, it was fun. I wish I would have brought. When I was there, I was like, I wish I would have brought my 5-inch.
Well, I was just gonna say the Grinderino is perfect for that shit.
Yeah,
like, ones that are just a little bit too small to rip a 5-inch in.
Yeah,
Grinderino's perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, I could have power lift the whole building like I was, and the GoPro footage would have been sick.
It was so windy too. A 5-inch would have handled that wind a lot better.
That's true, but mine was like ripping it because it's 6S. That's what I was saying. If you're gonna rip them, if you're gonna do like a 3.5-inch, just do 6S. That's my recommendation, 100%.
6S is good. I have fun on 4S, but yeah, 6 will fucking rip for sure.
People say no, but like the 6S 650s, way less, or as much as the 4S 850s.
Yeah, I couldn't see them weighing less.
Well, they're about the same. They're about the same weight, so it's kind of crazy because at that point, it's like, why does it even matter? I know there's like a lot of nerds who are like, it's gotta be sub 250 or else you'll blah, blah. I'm like, listen, I'll put a brick on a 3.5-inch drone, and crash it into a window or something.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We're not talking about anything.
Okay.
Drones.
We're flying 3.5-inch. Do you still have fun flying drones? Did you have fun today flying drones?
Yeah, it was fun. I kind of wish I had, but I flew 3 and I was just like okay with just like leaving and not even like, because I could have figured well, I didn't have an adapter. I would have charged off my other batteries that I had charged.
Yeah.
Because I charged the larger 6S batteries for the other drone project thing that we were doing, and then I had 2 left because that other one died. Yeah, the foam drone. I will say that we did use the fucking foam drone. That shit was so fucking hilarious.
That poor drone has been through so much. It's Speedy B sent it to me to review, and during the review I wanted to crash test it, so I flew it up high in the air and I just disarmed, let it fall to the ground, and the video didn't work, so I was like, oh, I bet it's broke. Then I looked at it and the camera had just come unplugged, so Wind Chill got his fingers in there and plugged it back in for me. It still worked. Then I turned it into the fucking Polaroid drone that couldn't carry that Polaroid camera. I ended up having to put on my 7-inch because that couldn't carry it. But that carried it for all my tests and shit. Then I turned it into the foam drone and just dunked it in the lake. That came out today, actually. Yeah, Saturday. That video came out today. Last 2 weeks for you or whatever the fuck it would be. But foam drone landed in the lake, the river. It just fucking lost video immediately. The receiver stopped working. Let it dry for 48 hours. Boom. It's his drone for his video. You'll see his video.
And now it's done.
It's fucking ridiculous.
There's parts that probably work on it, but for the purposes of it being a complete bind and fly drone, no more.
Yeah, there is one part on it that is not the color that it came, and it is definitely not going to be working. You'll see. Watch his video, or maybe it already came out. Who knows? When does this come out? Next week?
This is Tuesday, and today is Saturday. And I drive home Tuesday, so there's no fucking way I'm going to be editing this video.
You're
by
be
then. So this video you're going to see eventually.
Wait, I can just edit it.
No, my video. Oh, well, we can edit it right. We can publish this and edit it and schedule it for Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Perfect. Easy.
Because this is like done. Once I'm just going to edit the audio, fucking put the video on, sync it.
We're going to leave the part in where my girlfriend comes downstairs to get water.
Obviously, and you do the double intro.
Sit here for fucking 10 minutes. Oh god.
I made voices. I was like,
all right, if you sat through that entire intro, I apologize. That was supposed to be edited, but our editor doesn't feel like doing it.
Yeah, we the thing is, our editor is kind of a bitch.
Is grim.
Yes.
He's our editor. I don't edit anything except for my own videos.
It's so I don't even edit it though. I just fucking throw it through. So like,
yeah, it's true.
Here's a little hack. There's it's AI. They say it's AI, but it's like, how can it be AI? All it's got to do is look for audio waveforms.
Yeah, it's not fucking AI. It's just the buzzword for everything.
Yeah, it's just like, it's AI No, it just looks for audio waveforms and then cuts the video. Because you have to tell it what audio to what video, and then it just cuts it. But it's awesome because it's just a multicam editor, and you don't have to fucking do anything. It just runs through and cuts. And for an hour with multicam, you don't want to... I had to do it manually when we our first episode.
Fuck that.
Because I didn't realize this program existed, this plugin, and then I just installed it, and I'm like, now it's like 30 seconds.
It's so cool. It switches back and forth on the timeline to whoever's talking. Like if you watch the past episodes, does that with the computer program. That's probably not artificial intelligence.
No, I mean it might be, but it might be artificial intelligence, but it's so fucking simple that you could just say look for waveform. Either way, like the programming is not complicated.
How long does it take? So we usually have hour-long episodes. How long does it take once you say like just go ahead and split
like
the thing?
3 to 5 minutes.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so just it cuts it all in 5 minutes or whatever, and then I still manages to take me like the last minute to finish to get it all edited though.
Yeah.
Like I do it on Tuesday, and then, which is a problem because it takes, and it's longer to upload and process the video on YouTube
than it takes for that program.
Yeah, and then I always forget to upload to Spotify, or I upload to Spotify and then I walk away and go do something for like 3 weeks, and then we're like, someone's like, "Where's the Spotify?" I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Oh, you just never press publish? Or
yeah, I just never press publish.
Yeah.
And so I go back, and there's like, in one of my tabs, I have like 10 million tabs. I'm like, "Oh, there it is." And I just hit publish.
Well, we're doing this weekly, and then we're doing a lot of other shit in life, so that became too much. Now this is like twice a month. And I think we can handle that schedule pretty well. We should be able to publish shit, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, we what time is it? It's like 10 p.m. now. We had a hard time even getting this to this point.
Yeah.
We're the same fucking
and this
stuff.
is supposed to be something that we don't try hard in. Like the podcast we just do for funsies and don't have to put a lot of effort in. But everything is fucking effort. Anything, if you're doing entertainment or whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's effort, man. It's hard to just like put in the bare minimum and still be successful in anything like this shit. I guess it's just life, right? Unless you're like born fucking with a trust fund, and then you have a tax accountant that's like, here, just put your trust fund money here.
Listen, fellas, if you're not fucking 20, if you're 21 years old and you don't have $1 million in your bank account,
yeah, what are you doing?
What the fuck are you even doing?
What are you even doing? Why are you even eating food? You should just stop eating food.
Listen. Like in my 20s, when I was rising and grinding every fucking day, I was eating Cheetos for lunch. Off the ground. This dude lived in a dumpster.
I did. I preferred it.
And
I wasn't stacking cash though. I was just living in a dumpster.
I wasn't stacking cash either. I don't have $1 million in my bank account. But if you don't, according to...
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Not society.
Yep, exactly. So rise and grind, Gary V style.
Go rob some banks, bro. Bot's hot tip.
Yep.
Go rob some banks, get rich, get paid.
Who's the other guy that everyone likes like that talks about shit like that?
I don't know. Those guys are fucking idiots.
It's funny. Well, those guys are actually not idiots, but the people who follow them are idiots because it's like...
No, I guess, yeah.
Because those guys like are rich and like have like success, and
it's like the YouTubers that tell you how to get 100,000 subs and they have 17,000 subs, and you're like, why do you have 100,000 then if you know these secret tricks to getting 1 million subscribers?
The funny thing about YouTube growth channels is it's like they had to start at 0 to start a YouTube growth channel.
Yeah, the growth channel.
Like the first video is just like, oh, I'm gonna start a channel telling people how to start channels. It's so weird.
Yeah,
it's like
I assume those people have other channels and they start the other one or whatever. But
yeah, some.
How are you just gonna come from scratch and just like how to grow your shit?
I think a lot of them start just doing other shit that's like business related or something.
Yeah,
and they just sort of transition into that. I mean, they all ultimately just want to sell you something and take money from you.
Yeah. There's a few and far between people that are doing YouTube just for fun because they enjoy it. Like it is a lot of fucking work. So
there's one guy though that does YouTube growth stuff that I would recommend. There's only one guy, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to actually recommend it. But like in passing, I'd tell someone about it. But ultimately, once you watch it, there's only so many ways you can say the same thing over and over. So stuff like that is just funny. Just like anything you learn on the internet from someone to do, like how to do this thing online is never as easy as they make it seem.
No, fuck no.
No matter what it is.
No, I mean, you scroll Instagram, you see like use this trending audio to blow up.
Yeah.
And you use it in your video. I did it one time. I fell for that trick. Like recently, I deleted it. The video, it was like the worst performing Instagram reel I've had because I used the trending audio and like it was a pretty decent little clip too. But I just deleted that shit. I was like, all right, that's a secret. If my Instagram reels, the reason if you scroll my Instagram, you're like, wow, he has all his videos. No, they don't. Some of them do poorly, and then I just delete them. I only leave the ones that get like 5,000 and up. That's on my Instagram.
That's the real hack to making content.
To make yourself
you just
look
gotta
better.
delete the bad shit.
Yep, exactly.
I thought
it's
about
pretty fucking common too. I'm not the only person that does
I have 2 YouTube videos I considered removing because they didn't do so well, but I really don't care. I don't want to like do that just because whatever.
I've only done that once. I released a flight. Well, that I can remember anyway. I released a flight only video on my main channel, and it did really bad. So I just took it off the fucking channel. And then I did should I admit this? Yeah. I did a long range video one time, and somebody pointed out to me that I was in a location I probably shouldn't be in, and I didn't realize it until they pointed it out. So I took that video down too. Some of you have seen that one. I'm not going to tell you which one it was, but whoopsie. I'm all about flying safe and shit. You know, I ain't trying to do nothing. Like, it wasn't bad, but what somebody pointed out was bad enough for me to be like, oh, damn, okay, I'll go ahead and take that down.
We like to follow the laws and regulations. We respect the police. Thin blue line, you know, that's what we're all about here. We love all the fucking, you know, stuff like that.
I'll just show you the stupidest fucking blue line you've ever seen in your life. For some reason, these yokels on the bridge that goes to New Jersey painted a blue line over the bridge, and it's crooked as fuck. They try to paint a thin blue line to support the police, but it's just this fucking wavy, crooked piece of shit line that goes for
the funny thing is there's like a metaphor within that itself where it's like they couldn't even make it straight because the cops are so fucking crooked.
Yeah, the crooked blue line.
The cops are so fucking
crooked. But it fucks you up because it's like, if you don't know that it's just some dumb shit, you're like, why is this the traffic line? Because it's in the middle of like the white line. So like, is this where I'm supposed to drive, or am I supposed to drive like over here? Like, I could see it causing people to fucking swerve in other lanes and shit. It's pretty fucking dangerous.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to get too political here, guys, but we could talk about cops and shit some other time.
Yeah.
On the other podcast.
Yeah, our other crime and punishment podcast.
We got a podcast about it's a fucking communist anti-cop podcast.
It's a communist anti-cop true crime podcast.
Yeah, I'll roll it into one.
Yeah, and we also give you vegan baking tips.
Yep, and we also talk about The Bachelor.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know,
whatever the show is.
Everything.
There's reality TV in it. There's like some science facts.
And it's called I don't know. I can't think of anything. It's called Daily Living.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep that out. Of course,
Grimm.
Of course, we're bleeping that out. The whole title. That's all getting bleeped out. We can't have that on there. We can't have people go and find that, fuck up our algorithm. We got a whole wholesome audience of like white pumpkin spice latte women on there, so they love true crime podcasts.
I hate pumpkins.
Pumpkins?
I don't like pumpkins. No, I don't like eating them.
I like watching
hippos eat pumpkins. Have you ever seen a hippo eat a pumpkin or a watermelon? It's pretty satisfying. They just fucking crunch that shit down. But I don't like eating them.
It is that season time though. It's getting to that time where like pumpkin spice shit's coming out. You got, you know, fall.
I like fall. I fuck with fall, but I was not ready this season, man. Like already it's rainy and cold and shit. Like it was summer. It was warm. I was not ready. I was not prepared for the summer to end. And then suddenly it's fall now. And I mean, I like fall. I like the cozy fucking wearing a hoodie and shit. I like fall time, but I wasn't ready. I wanted some more summer. I was really enjoying summertime. I'm not ready for this fucking winter. This snow this winter was just cold and windy and annoying. And gray. Yeah, God, it's gray. I hate filming videos in the winter. Because it's always fucking so gray here. There's no light, so everything just looks like garbage.
Yeah, it sucks. But honestly, if you don't do it outside and you find places like the Bando today, the lighting was like hazy, but inside that Bando it looks so fucking good.
Yeah, no, it looked cool inside there. Yeah, I'm talking about when you just have like the gray skies casting that fucking grayness down on everything.
Yeah, that's the gray.
And I don't color grade properly. I just drop LUTs on my shit.
Yeah, I don't color grade properly either, but I also don't really need to. Also, you don't really need to color grade.
Yeah.
Honestly, in this world, anyone who does that shit is just a nerd.
I mean, the Canon has like you shoot flat sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You shoot
all the time.
So if you shoot flat,
I'm shooting flat right now.
is meant to then color grade later because you have, your raw flat file and then you can extract whatever tones and colors and shit you want out of it. Whereas my Canon camera has built in, it has like your neutral profile, your vivid profile, your landscape and bullshit. So it kind of does it for you in camera. So you can color grade after, but it's not really meant to. You're supposed to just get it super good in camera and then adjust a few things. You're not really supposed to use LUTs at all, but I fucking do it because Fly Andy makes this. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Fly Andy, I'm fucking on to you, bro. You let me call you Flying Eye for like 5 fucking years, and today I found out that it's Fly Andy. So
well, we
anyway,
never confirmed it. I just assume. I just think that's what it is.
so anyway, creator of Squidrid,
Yeah.
Fly Andy. I forget what I was talking. Oh, I use his LUT. He makes fantastic LUTs. One of them is like this light cinematic. Every vlog that I've made, every vlog clip that I've had for the past like year has used that LUT. I just drag and drop it on the fucking timeline. Which you're not really supposed to do, especially with Canon shit, but it's whatever. It looks fine. I like the colors in my videos. The other thing I don't like is I got shitty fucking teeth, and the LUTs bring it out so much more. Like just the little brown parts in my teeth, it brings that out so much with the fucking LUTs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's fucking, that part sucks. But I like everything else about the LUTs, so
Beautiful.
whatever.
So,
What am I gonna do? Get new teeth? I'm gonna give me some money. Maybe I don't think about it.
yeah, you could go to dental schools and they'll do that shit for free.
No, they charge you money here. At the dental schools here,
really?
it's reduced. Yeah, they're not free here. There's a lot. We have a lottery here. If you need major dental work, you go and you put your name in for a lottery, and then once a month they pick a couple names, and if your name is picked, then you get the free dental care.
You know what's a good place to go in the winter? Mexico.
Yeah,
you know where you can get cheap ass shit like that?
Mexico. Yeah, that's true. We already know who's a felon with no passport though.
You. Yeah.
I'd have to get my felony expunged, or no, maybe not. I heard actually you don't need to get your shit expunged to get passports now. You can just apply for passport and see what happens. So I guess I'll just do that.
Oh, you couldn't get a passport as a felon?
No, you had to like do some special shit. I can't own guns. I can't get my carry conceal. Can't fucking own knives over a certain length. I can vote in Pennsylvania. Some states now let felons vote, and Pennsylvania is one of them. Even though I've never voted in my life, I probably won't ever vote in my life. I'm more a direct action guy, but I can't own fun things.
Remember, kids.
Don't get caught with an empty bag.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
And if you do get caught with an empty bag, don't say yes to your public defender. Fucking piece of shit. That guy was such a fucking idiot. I've had a couple public defenders in my life, and this dude took the fucking cake, man. He was like, "Oh shit, you got a mushroom charge?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro." And it was an empty bag. I got charged with residue, and he's like, "Oh, I got you. I used to do mushrooms every fucking week in high school." And he was like, "Oh man, I was in the drunk tank here last week, and I saw one of my clients," and started chuckling. I was like, "You're fucking kidding me? You were in the drunk tank with one of your clients last week, and you're my public defender."
That's some Better Call Saul shit. That's like
so. Homie ended up getting me a month and a half in fucking LA County, a month in LA County jail, 15 days. It was, I say a month and a half, it was like a month. I say a month and a half because it was fucking forever, but a month in LA County, half a month getting transported around, felony probation, informal felony probation because I was homeless at the time. And they were like, "Where do you live?" And I was like, "I sleep in bushes." And like, "Well, you need to check in for probation." And I was like, "Dog, how am I going to do that? How am I going to go check in for probation once a week when I'm sleeping in a fucking bush? And like the probation agent can't come check on me because you don't know what bush I'd be sleeping in." So it was informal felony probation with no check-in, no fines, nothing like that. They just said, "Don't leave the city, don't leave the state." The next fucking day, this is California. The next day I went to Oregon and just forgot about the whole fucking mess. And it was perfectly fine until, I went to go try to get some guns. And I was reminded that I'm a felon and I'm not allowed to. That was my story about that. Don't get caught with an empty bag that used to have mushrooms in it.
I was gonna say that
Just litter. I didn't want to litter. That was the thing. I put it in my pocket because I didn't want to litter.
Mm-hmm.
I should have just fucking littered. I should have just trashed the planet like these corporations are doing.
90%. Here's the thing: plastic bag, right? It's either way, it's going on the ground somewhere. Mm-hmm. They're just gonna collect it in a big pile,
It just depends on where. Yeah, it could either gone on the ground right there. Now it's on the ground somewhere else.
You know what I don't understand is like, why don't you just burn the trash?
Now it's on the ground in the police station or something.
Burn the trash. It's gone forever.
Yeah, some people do that. In like West Virginia, you do that. I burned a lot of trash in West Virginia.
Trash is trash. They burn trash in China, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing is we send a lot of trash to China and then they burn it or they just throw it in the ocean.
Yeah, well, a lot of them underdeveloped countries too.
Yeah,
like there's tire fires, this crazy fucking tire field. Have you seen that shit?
Well, you fucking want to talk about tire fires?
Fucking steel belts out of them.
You want to talk about fucking imperialism real quick and talk about the war in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Mm-hmm.
They would burn they had fire pits because like the military just had millions of dollars in just shit that they would need to get rid of, and it's like, well, we don't have a landfill because we're fucking invading this country, so they would just burn shit in these pits. And so now there's all these veterans that have like fucking respiratory conditions because of burning fucking rubber and like toxic shit, and they're just fucking burning it. So
that was Jon Stewart's whole fucking one of his things that he was doing. He was trying to get the the restitutions for the burn pit vets.
Yep. Yeah,
it's just fucking gnarly.
I had a friend who worked on he was deployed. He's been deployed 3 times. He's worked on the base. They just burn shit. It's so fucking wild to me that's just like. Anyway, not to get too political again.
But yeah, you're not supposed to burn shit. Although when I lived in West Virginia, we didn't really have a regular trash pickup, and the dump was far, so we just fucking all our paper and cardboard and everything we just fucking burn. And I'd be lying if I did. I said I didn't throw a few plastic bags in there while I was doing that, but it's what we did. You live in the fucking country, I guess. You do what you got to
do. Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna die in a couple of years, 70 years.
Yeah, if you're gonna die, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna live forever? Like a couple people. So basically, whatever.
Yeah, Elon Musk is gonna live forever with Joe Rogan.
It's gonna be the worst people of humanity. Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and Andrew Tate are all gonna fucking be kicking it. They're
gonna store their fucking brains in a fucking in like the Futurama tanks or whatever.
I rewatched Idiocracy the other day.
Yeah.
And it still holds up, number one. But number two, there's so many good, like, poignant fucking just critique or, the comical critiques that they make about society and shit that are just fucking spot on. Still, that movie was made so long ago, maybe even truer today,
So I love that movie.
The corporate takeover of everything.
I love that movie, and I think it's awesome. But I saw some TikTok a couple of years ago. What's up, dog? I saw some TikTok a couple of years ago, and this kid was like, he was probably like 19, whatever. He thought he was like the smartest kid in the world because, he's 19. And he's like, Idiocracy is just a movie about eugenics. A pro-eugenics movie. And I'm like, because the beginning when they talk about how like,
that's like the opposite of eugenics.
Yeah.
It's selective breeding kind of.
It's like
making them dumber instead of like Ultimate Warrior or whatever.
But it wasn't even like eugenics is like an intentional thing.
Yeah.
This is just like the nature of things. It's like, oh yeah, people that are less educated are having children more than people that are more educated.
The beginning of it starts off where there's like a wealthy, educated couple, and they're waiting for the right time to have a baby. While the white trashy poor couple is just fucking and having tons of kids and shit.
Yeah.
And then the wealthy couple husband dies and that lady never remarries and doesn't have a kid. And then situations like that keep happening. Meanwhile, the poor, stupid people just keep fucking banging. Mm-hmm. And I kind of don't like, I guess, how they made, poor and stupid synonymous and shit. That's just like old fucking stereotypes. And all rich people are smart. Like, nah, get the fuck out of here.
No. I mean, there's dumb people in every class, but also like
most of the money that
but if you are in a lower socioeconomic status, you're probably more likely to have more kids because you have less access to resources like birth control and stuff.
No, for sure.
So that is like a real thing, and so you are, and also people there are poor education systems. So like the way they did it is in a funny way, in a comical way. So yeah, but
yeah, for sure.
But I think that it's not. I don't think it's eugenics. But either way, that movie fucking rules. I just bring that up every time someone says eugenics because that video made me really mad because I love that movie.
It's so good. It was such a damn good movie,
dude. Mike Judge is like in Office Space too. He did Office Space like a couple years before that, and that movie was also
classic. He did a bunch of good shit. They're supposedly doing a remake of or updated King of the Hill. But the actor that played Dale Gribble recently died.
Oh, really?
They might not be doing that. But it was in the works, and it was supposed to be like 30 years in the future. Bobby Hill owned Sugarfoots. He was a manager at Sugarfoots or some shit. I think,
dude.
Fuck.
I don't know if that would be good. I don't think reboots of shit.
Hank was dead to the actor? No. Mike Judge did Hank's voice. Somebody else had died, though, besides fucking Dale Gribble.
Why don't they just kill the character?
Was it Boomhat? No, Bill. I think it was Bill's character. Bill voice actor of Bill Dotry was already dead, yeah.
Dude, that dude was so sad.
So his shit was fucking pathetic.
It's so funny.
I love King of the Hill. That's like, anytime, because I'd go back and forth from homeless to home. Whenever I'd go back into a home, one of the first fucking things I would like LimeWire was King of the Hill every episode. I have it now on my hard drive. Like when I got when I got this house, when I got a computer and the internet, one of the first things I torrented was the entire King of the Hill series.
King of the Hill is one of the
always have
greatest
that fucking show.
One of the greatest shows.
Right now I'm stuck on American Dad, which I don't think is a really that good of a show or writing, but I just watch it all fucking day now in the background.
Dude, Seth MacFarlane is not that good of a writer. Like
and Family Guy, I used to really like it, but it has gone downhill. I don't think it's fucking funny anymore at all.
I'll admit that Family Guy at the very beginning was kind of funny, and there are parts that are funny, but I think South Park ruined it for me with their
just over too much
when they made fun of it.
Oversaturation. Well, no, just like a South Park I used to like. I don't like anymore.
No, South Park now, no, but South Park.
They only do like 2 episodes a fucking season now.
Well, like I'm saying, South Park made fun of Family Guy years ago.
And it, like opened your eyes to how bad it actually was.
Yeah, it just ruined it for me because they made it they parodied it in the middle of the show, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. And they also talked about how it was just like a
cutaway shit.
Yeah, just a cutaway.
All it is is cutaway. The entire thing, like that's the humor in it. There's no real. There's A and B story, but they're not like anything meaningful at all.
Exactly. But I did think that the one where it was like Chris is in the grocery store and he goes into the Take On Me music video, I thought that shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was good.
Like I think that the Seth MacFarlane, like that stuff, he would have done really, really well to make those into like really short TikToks.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like all little bits they're kind of funny sometimes. On their own, they kind of stand well, but like as a whole narrative of the episode is never really that great.
Nah.
Also, like another, and the Simpsons is the same way. Like it got kind of shitty. I mean, obviously, it's just like a thing that just exists. I feel
Simpsons can't die. What happens if the Simpsons fucking goes off air?
I don't care really. I don't watch it. I haven't watched the Simpsons in years.
Reality will be over.
I haven't watched Simpsons in years.
Simpsons is holding the fabric of reality together with its future prophecies. No, I don't. I used to like that Sunday night lineup a lot. I don't fucking watch none of it anymore. I just watch a bunch of YouTube videos. Right now, I just watch fucking 90s mountain bike single gear fucking conversion videos on YouTube. There's a dude that does a bunch of them, and they're really satisfying. And they're not particularly done that well, but
I just watch everyone's freestyle FPV freestyle videos constantly. That's all I'm doing.
Just on loop, not even just fucking vlogs, just 4-minute
no,
flights in
the
a park.
The vlogs are really the only part that I really enjoy. Is the vlog and then the flight and then the I do though actually watch a lot of free like stuff that'll pop up. I used to watch it a lot more, but I do watch some freestyle stuff. But sometimes it gets to a point now where I'm like,
I just need more entertainment than straight. Like if you have a fucking fire ass freestyle rip at a sick bando, like that shit that's entertaining. I'll watch that. But if it's, a 4-minute flight in a park, even if it's like halfway good flying, it doesn't hold my interest anymore. And I think a lot of people that have been in the hobby for a minute feel the same way. We've just seen a lot of the fucking same. So right now, if you're listening to this and you have aspirations, right now is a good time to fucking break out of the mold, think outside the box, and start your channel or start doing shit in your channel that nobody else is doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of the only people I can think of right now that uploads weekly fucking different content, unique content. You know what I mean? It's not every week. I'm not just going to the office park and flying with the homies. I got stuck in that trap for a minute. Every week I try to do something different that involves a little bit of flying, but usually, has a whole bunch of other shit going on with it. And I think if somebody else that could do it better than me stepped up right now, they would fucking take off. They would do super well. We talk about every episode, but the double R's, they're obviously dying. You can look at the fucking stats and shit. You just look at the numbers. I'm like one of the only people that's doing crazy shit. Like Bardwell, uploads regularly, has fantastic content, but he's like a reviewer, like a tech channel. I'm talking about just like a straight FPV entertainment channel, if you want to fucking call it that or whatever. I think now's a good time for somebody like you were doing fucking great. I think your thing is you just don't upload super regular.
You know what I hear? I hear if you say Barbell's name 3 times in a podcast, he'll show up in the comments.
Joshua Bardwell, if somebody has pinged you and told you that we said your name to comment in the comments, then please comment in the comments.
We're gonna say his name one more time, but organically.
All right,
the video.
It'll have to be organic. We can't.
No, 3 times
on purpose. All right, but I really think right now, I think now in FPV is a good time for somebody that's ambitious to step up and start making killer content, and they will do super well. You can't just fucking fly around anymore. Nobody gives a shit. FPV's too saturated with that. There is 10,000 motherfuckers that are uploading a flying video right now. You know what I mean? That's not going to get pushed that much. But if you do something fucking outside the box, you have a good chance, especially at this period in an FPV, I think.
So I think like one thing I think that'll be really, like, if you want to do, I don't really want to go too much into the YouTube rabbit hole, but I think a good piece of content you might want to do if you're like, you know, an FPV is just do like illegal shit. Like just do lots of illegal shit and like shit that, like, you know, you can get in trouble for, but do it in a way to where it looks like you're not doing it, right?
You're
but don't do
this.
it.
This is all him. I'm not condoning
but don't
any of
do
this.
it. Don't actually do it, but like you could.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Like if somebody wanted to do hypothetically illegal shit, that would be like, you know,
so like
that would get views.
Me and Philly Drone Life wanted to make this video where we're fucking ripping through traffic in downtown Philly. Although we're in downtown Philly, flying super low to the ground, doing shit in and out of fucking cars, going by people super close. You have like, you know, a minute or so of this, but then another camera will reveal that we're just running around with our drones in our hands, like turning them over and like dipping them down from cars.
Could you make that?
So it looks like we're doing some crazy unsafe flying, but then it's revealed that we're just like.
Could you make that look like that with a camera? Like
I can do it with a skateboard. I've done it before.
Okay.
I faked like flights with my skateboard and then revealed that it was actually just me skateboarding and shit.
Well,
that looks real if you can hold it still and kind of fucking do it like a quad, you know.
Well, what you could do is you could just like ride your bike and fucking just do this, like up and down.
I think my light just died. Yep.
That light
that
died?
one just went out. Yeah. That's whatever. You
we're
can still
good.
see. Yeah. There's still plenty of it.
There's plenty of light, I think. I don't give
Yeah,
a
you
shit.
could do it on a bike too. Speaking of bikes, we're supposed to do that fucking ride. The weather got no better. I looked at the weather a minute ago. It's not getting any better.
So we're gonna have a video that's gonna be extra different.
Yeah, so that's
Sorry,
the
guys.
thing. Like I put out a video once a week. I got to scramble to figure something else out, but he drove like 10 fucking hours to be here to film this video, so we got to figure out some good content for him to film while he's in town because he made that fucking drive and we can't do the bike pack.
And I've only got like 4 minutes of content today, and I need more. I basically have like, no, it's 1 minute of like the main thing, and then I got to put a bunch of filler in to make it seem. So like the trick is like you have an idea, and then you just fucking put in a bunch of bullshit and make it seem like it's all related when it's not. That's like the real hack that I do.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Or what you could, like, I think planning everything ahead is a really good strategy too. Like having everything tied down so you don't have to like stress out. But my brain doesn't work like that. Like that's why I think Joshua Bardwell does that really well.
Look at the comments. Look at
I
the
don't know,
comments.
I just wanted to say the name.
If you're listening to this, look at the comments.
No, but he plans everything. That's it. I was just just to say it. Yeah. So, yeah.
You have to entertain them.
Dude, like, oh, he's gonna go let the dog outside for the she's whining. His dog's a baby like my dog. It just whines. Like my dog whines all the time. This dog whines a lot too. So
I literally just took a shit right before I took out the shit right before we started recording. She's just trying to chase these cats that are back there.
oh, she wants to go out there and chase the cats.
Yeah, she wants to go fuck with the cats. She'll trick you, and you're like, "Oh, damn, poor dog, you got a shit," and she'll go back there and just chase cats and not shit. If she was smart, she would fake shit. So
yeah,
like,
go
okay,
fake shit out there and chase the cats.
My old dog Blatz, she was smart when she knew if she was trying to stop, if we were like in a hurry, like when we were on the road, if we were trying to get to a train or whatever, and she'd stop to sniff some bullshit flowers or something, I'd pull her and be like, Blatz, come on, bro, we ain't got time for this. She got wise to that, and she knew that I wouldn't yank her when she was pissing. So if she wanted to smell some shit on the ground or something, she would squat like she was pissing so she could sniff it, and I would not pull on her, and then I got wise to that.
You know what? I actually, you know, I want to change the topic real quick. Sorry, because I was thinking about something with the drones, a drone thing. There was a video that I saw. I don't know when it was. Maybe like some time ago. Josh Bardwell put this video out where he went and flew in an abandoned mall with somebody. Mm-hmm. Some people like contacted him and said, "Hey, we have this spot in this abandoned mall," and he said something like, "Oh, if you want to fly people that you like on YouTube, just like have a cool place to fly, and they'll come fly." And I was just thinking, like, is there enough people that listen to this podcast that could find a cool place for us to fly?
If you're listening to this and you have a cool place for Grim to fly, hit him up in the comments below.
Like inside a mall or like, you know, 6 months from now, probably though, when I'm like back into really interested in flying drones again. It's going to take me some time. I'm starting to feel like there's like I'm looking at the new HG0 thing that came out, and I'm like not really as excited as I thought I would be about it, and I'm not excited about ordering it.
Oh, it's good.
But
It's
I kind of
nice.
want to order some stuff.
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, whatever. But like I want to order it. But I did have fun flying today. The 3 batteries.
I ordered actually. One of my VTXs is kind of dying. I just don't get as good a range on it. So I ordered a brand new VTX to replace it, and a couple days after I ordered it, paid for it and everything, HG0 hit me up like, "Hey, would you like to review our new VTX?" I'm like, God damn it, I just paid like $100 for a fucking brand new one.
HG0, send me a VTX. I'll review it.
Grim will review your things.
Everybody, reach out please to all the vendors, and I will fly FPV every day if they send me free shit. Because I am honestly tired of breaking it and then ordering shit. And I don't know, motherfuckers with like 400 subscribers get free shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I'm just lazy. I don't want to reach out to anybody.
Do you email? There you go.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know how I got so much free shit in the early days?
Yeah.
Because I'd be fucking wasted at 4 a.m. emailing every fucking company. Like, hey.
I don't get wasted at 4 a.m.
Free shit. Well, and every company's based in China. So your 4 a.m. is their fucking 9 a.m., right? So they're just getting to work, doing their work shit. I just happen to be right place, right time. I don't really get more either. I'm not wasted at 4 a.m., but I was. So I happened to email all these companies, and I would get emails like 30 minutes later, like 5 in the fucking morning, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll cooperate with you," or whatever. Or they tell me to fuck off, whatever. It's the numbers game. It's you just hit up a shit ton of companies. People will say, "Yeah, My thing was I just need a couple free drones to review. Mm-hmm. Then I can show other companies those reviews that, hey, look, these companies sent me shit. And I review stuff, send me your stuff to review, and that helps. That did really well. I even did that recently. I want a new bike, but I don't want to pay for a new bike because they're goddamn expensive. I hit up 5 bicycle companies. I sent them my analytics and shit, and I was like, yo, I got this channel. I want to do a video where I ride a bike and fly drones. Do you want to collaborate and donate a bike? I hit up 5 companies. One of them got back to me, and they said they're interested, and I sent them my pitch and stuff. So it was the same fucking thing, You just hit up a bunch of motherfuckers, play the odds. Somebody's going to say yes eventually.
So, yeah. So, what I did is I made a video, an HG0 review. It was not a review. I just used the title HG0, and I said I need props. Contact Mike Duran for me, and he contacted me somehow.
That's fucking sick.
So then I got props. That's the only time that's ever happened. So now every video, I think I'm just gonna say contact somebody, DM somebody for me.
Contact
please.
the Keeler Elves.
Out of 3,000 views
cookies.
I get on a video, I'm sure like one person could like. There might be a couple people that'll,
Somebody might know somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, FPV, there's a lot of...
or just flood someone's
networking.
inbox with Grim Ripper free shit, please.
No address, just free shit me.
Yeah, like,
me free
I'm
shit.
100% transparent. Like, reviewing, I only want to review the stuff so I have the stuff. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. Like I see, like, even little micros and stuff, I'll fly those guys all day.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
That's the best to review.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to fucking try it all. They're all basically the goddamn same thing. All you have to do is go in your backyard, fly in a little circle, and describe it. Boom, you got a video. You put an affiliate link. You're fucking buying Mustangs all day, man.
Dude, I'm going to put listen, I'm going to tell you about my affiliate link soon. I'm going to get every affiliate link I can possibly imagine. Like, shit that's just like my t-shirt affiliate link. Just like, some YouTubers you see, they got like 10,000 affiliate links. It's like, here's my fucking chair that I sit in.
Yeah.
Here are my shoes I wear. It's just like so absurd.
And they'll have like, I don't use this, but this is also good stuff. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not, motherfucker. You just literally listed top rated Amazon stuff. This is not things you recommend. That's why I'm developing more and more of a problem with affiliate links in FPV. And I say this, nothing inherently wrong with them. If you like a product and you're going to fucking do a review on that product and you leave a link below, nothing wrong with making a few bucks when people use your link. Nothing wrong with that. But not just FPV, there's just fucking everything is a fucking affiliate link, man. Everything. And you got to start questioning, like, at a certain point, do these people actually think this product is good? Or are they just saying this because they want you to fucking use that dumb link and buy shit from them?
My new trick, the thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start covering up the logos and stuff on the products that I use until those companies send me something to expose the advertising. Because honestly, if you think about it, okay, here's the thing.
This is like reverse review products. You're going to pay for the products, but they have to pay you to endorse the product.
Yeah, so like if you watch a movie, or this is the thing that YouTubers haven't really figured out yet. If you watch a movie or TV show, they never have branding in it. And it's not because that company's going to sue them, I don't think. It's because it's free advertising. Like if you're watching,
I don't know. I don't think you can use product names and shit because the company will sue you and say we don't like the way you're using our fucking product and stuff.
No, I don't know. I'll have to look this up. Someone can probably correct me, but it technically like on TV, that's just like media. Like it's a film. You can fucking say whatever you want. It's within art. You know what I mean? It's like you can make commentary on like products and shit, and.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, yeah, I don't know actually. But I feel like say you had somebody,
as long as you're not lying.
If you had somebody drink a Corona in a show and they're like, "Oh, this is the fucking worst beer ever," like then a company would be in their rights to be like, "Why are you fucking talking shit?" That's slander right there. Why are you talking shit on my product?
But it's not. Slander's not a lie. Slander would have to be a lie, right?
But taste is subjective, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what exactly. That might be part of why they do it, but I also think it's because of advertising.
Like I know, I listen to all these Sunday podcasts, and they're saying in the beginning they were sponsored by, I forget who it was, but they're sponsored by like Bud Light. Yeah. And then they still got the pilot episode, and Bud Light was like, "Fuck no, we don't want any part of this. Like, pull our shit." So they had to go in and digitally change the signs in the pilot that said Bud Light to like a fake beer or whatever. Yeah. But then like Coors, a couple of seasons later, got on board and was like, "Fuck yeah, we'll take the advertising spot."
Yeah. So I guess there is like a level of that where it's like they're not paying for it or whatever. So
or like the blatant what was that movie, Daddy's Home with Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
You seen Daddy's Home?
Yeah, but then why can
like the first 2 minutes of that movie he goes, "I love driving my Ford Xterra with all its roomy fucking whatever." And like that was a straight up ad. Like they talked, I saw they talked about it, like they wanted to sponsor the movie and fucking whatever, so we just didn't even try to hide it. We just put an ad in the fucking beginning. Yeah. Ridiculous. I mean, it's funny because it's Will Ferrell. I don't know if like, if I saw anybody else doing that. Jared Leto was like, "I love my fucking Humvee." I'd be like, "Fuck you, Jared Leto." What a weird, blatant ad.
Yeah, because I don't know. I need to look into that because I don't want to say anything. Well, I do want to say stuff wrong so people correct me and I get engagement. But like, I think that what's the difference? And I feel like there's sort of a different standard. It's like, oh, it's put on television, so it's different than what's put on YouTube. But either way, like on YouTube, you can get the same reach that you would get on television.
Yeah, true, and you can fucking
do a lot more wild shit on the internet.
Sprite all day and see.
For some reason, like broadcasting is like completely different regulations in the internet.
Well, I mean, we're not held to broadcast fucking regulations. Yeah. Like on a movie, you say fuck once, it's rated R. YouTube, you make an entire channel that says fuck and you're good. You can even have some advertisers and shit.
Yeah.
Like my channel is safe for advertisers, and even though I use copyrighted music and cuss and stuff, I just don't really monetize my videos because I don't give a shit. And if you're listening to this right now and you watch YouTube videos and there's ads, just watch YouTube on fucking Firefox. Use the Firefox browser. You won't ever see an ad, a mid-roll ad, a pre-roll ad, none of that shit. Firefox blocks all fucking video ads, and it's super nice.
Or another hack, it's not really a hack, but like if you pay for music streaming services, like let's say you pay for Apple Music, Spotify, it's like about the same price to just pay for YouTube Premium. And then you just get fucking unlimited streaming, and then you can watch YouTube on your phone with the screen off or whatever.
Yeah, then you're giving YouTube money though.
Yeah, I know people have like opinions about that, but also like YouTube, the one thing I will defend, and I don't like defending big companies, but YouTube is the one that I think like if Google started YouTube, it'd be different than what it is now. But the thing is, there's a lot of old like grandfathered in shit. Like the monetization of YouTube to creators is like, for like a corporation to do the amount that they do is pretty generous. The percentage they get, like creators get a higher percentage than YouTube does on ad revenue, which is fucking insane because usually it's like the other way around. It's like, oh, we'll give you what, but they rely on people to make content.
They give the creator more than they make on that? No shit. Well, I mean, but then again, if you get a super chat, they take 30% off the top.
Yeah, but that's more. You're making 70%.
Yeah, that's still a fucking lot though.
It is a lot, but like also you have to think like the thing is you have to think too like the cost of a server, of those servers and that shit that's fucking out there. And I don't know if it's like balanced.
2 billion hours worth of fucking videos uploaded a day and shit.
I know it sucks, and I know a lot of people like me, like being as far left as I am, I've conflicted with it, but also like the amount of money you can make off the ad revenue is just like, man, I don't know. It's like fucking
not that much though. I mean, shit.
Ultimately, you can make a fucking ton. The thing is, even the ad revenue itself might not be like, depending on the type of content you may make a lot of ad revenue if you have a lot of views, but more so the exposure that you get to then sell anything the fuck you want to people.
That part, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so patrons and shit like that. That's like that right there. Like is invaluable, because if you can make good content, then it'll get recommended, and then you fucking can just make a living.
Yeah, you do the sponsor stuff.
You can make a living off of just like, basically it's hard work, but it's also like not going into a job every day.
Yeah. No, it's a different type, because it's time management.
Yeah.
You know, it's you don't got a boss telling you when to come in. Like, if you don't work, you don't make no fucking money.
But
if you go
into a job every day, they're gonna take way more fucking money from you than what YouTube is taking from you.
Yeah, I know that's true. I mean, with taxes, when you do it yourself, you can write off. Like, since we went out to dinner tonight, we talked about drones. I wrote that I paid for it and I wrote it off in my little, when I go to pay my taxes, that's going to be a fucking write-off, because we did discuss what we're going to film with the video. That was a business dinner. So shit like that is cool. Dinner, like, you can't do that if you're just, you can't work at Subway and then go with your coworker and then write that off because you talked about your shift the next day,
Also, Subway,
which you should be able to. I think everybody should be able to fucking do that. Shit's ridiculous.
Subway isn't going to be paying you 70% of their revenue share.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah,
which is also just fucking insane. Minimum. Like, if you think about it that way, like any normal job, like, you're probably doing like 1 to 10%, not even 10%, but like minimal percentages, like under 1% is what you're making off of what they're making,
while doing 60% more work. Yes. I mean, it's different work than like your owner and shit. And there's always the case like, well, the owner, had the money to start the business in the first place, but I don't give a fuck. You should pay your employees a shit ton more if you're making a shit ton more.
Yeah.
Like, if you're an owner of a business, barely getting by, working 12-hour fucking days, not seeing a return, like, totally get it. Minimum wage, like, everybody's trying to fucking get by. But if you're fucking making bank, you're buying a second fucking car, a vacation home, like, you should, in my opinion, first start paying your employees a fuck ton more before you do that, before you're able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. You know what I mean?
So one thing that I noticed recently. So here's something that I notice. I use dating apps. This is all related. Don't trust me. And there's women on there, and sometimes they'll say, like, a lot of them. You start to notice like patterns in people that like are kind of similar. And there are women on there that will say things like, "You must tip well," and I agree with that. I'm like, yeah, you should totally tip the server well. But I always want to respond to them and be like, well, actually, I think, yeah, you should tip well, but also I think that these fucking tip servers,
tip culture.
The fact of the matter is that why am I taking the burden on for their salary? Their employer should be paying the fucking salary, not me. But that's what they're doing. They're essentially getting like discounted labor. So we're paying extra money. We're paying their labor cost plus the food that we eat there. And why is it like that just at restaurants?
And here's the thing I hear some people will say, why should I tip? They're only just bring me my food or whatever. No, waiters, wait staff, they fucking mop floors. They clean the shit off of toilets at the end of the night. They fucking clean dishes and shit. Sometimes they bust their own fucking tables at the end. They do silverware. Servers do so fucking much more, and they still get paid the $4 an hour or whatever. You know what I mean? They don't just bring the food. Like, they have after and pre-shift fucking duties that should be minimum wage jobs. I had a restaurant job in Georgia. And this one lady came in. She did not give a fuck. She did not take no shit. They told her, hey, you got to go fucking, part of your shift is to sweep the dining room, wipe all the tables off, clean the bathrooms, and she was like, wait, for the waitress pay? And like, yeah. She's like, no. That's regular work. You're going to pay me the minimum wage of it's like $7.25. Yeah. She's like, and the boss fucking did it.
Yeah.
So pre-shift and post-shift, for like an hour or two, however long it took her, she got paid a minimum wage. And when she's officially doing waitress stuff, then she got paid her like $4 waitress wage. Which I was like, damn, girl, fucking go. That's awesome, man. Well, she was like, I'm not fucking scrubbing a toilet for $3 an hour. Like, go fuck yourself. I'll just do my weight shit and leave. But it was part of the duty was to do that. So she got the boss. He agreed. He was like, yeah, all right. I'll pay you minimum wage while you're doing, like, these tasks.
Well, they should be paying people, fucking all servers, fucking full wages.
Yeah.
And if you want to tip as well, good. I think you should. Even on top of that, if you're like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that means that we should stop tipping people. I think like service people.
Tipping is supposed to be if you got good service, you show your appreciation by giving them some extra money.
But it shouldn't be like
it should still be that.
Shouldn't be their reliance.
No, they should not be relying on that.
And they are though.
That's why if I usually tip $20 if I go out to eat. No matter, I mean, if the bill's more, obviously we'll tip more. But 20 is the fucking minimum. I want to be able to give somebody like their full hour's wage for just that one table. You know what I mean? That's what I like to. Unless it's like, you know, if I go buy just a fucking smoothie or whatever, I'm only tipping a few bucks. But if the bill's at least $30, I'm tipping $20.
So I don't know all the details about this situation, but I'm gonna say there's a restaurant in Columbus, Ohio, where I live. That's like this like sort of bougie breakfast. They also have dinner, but like the breakfast is fucking awesome, right? And they like have this whole thing like, oh, we pay the employees like, you know, the right wage or whatever, and then they have the tips are included. Essentially, you don't have to tip. They don't tip. They don't have tip lines or whatever because they're like basically the tips are paid through what the cost of the bill is, right? So like it's all baked in. But apparently, it came out recently that like I don't know all the details, but it was all bullshit. And that the owners were just like fucking over employees and shit.
Oh, no shit. Dude.
Yeah, and this company is like they have 2 or 3 restaurants, and then they have another offshoot restaurant that's not the same that makes like Greek shit. Yeah, it's fucked up. And then also the name North Star. If you're in Ohio, don't eat there. Fuck them. And so they during like the protests of 2020. Just like, I mean, you're in a pretty progressive town, like, and most of your clients are probably pretty fucking left or liberal or whatever. So they're like, either actually agree with the protest or performatively agree with it, whatever you want to say. And they're still like, oh, we have a cop discount or whatever. It's just like so like kind of like it's so kind of fucking like how oblivious you have to be to what's going on right now to just like
yeah
it's shit like that. And
I used to pretend I didn't know how to do the discount at my restaurant job.
Yeah.
Cops would be like, oh, we get the discount or whatever, or like I'd ring them up and they'd be like, oh, we don't get the discount. But I don't know how to fucking do it, man, sorry, and just take their fucking money. My manager caught me a few times doing it. I was like, fucking don't do that, bro. But like I knew how to do everything, obviously. But I was like, oh, sorry guys, I don't know how to do, I'm new, I don't know how to do discount. One cop, when I said, I was like, fuck, I'm sorry, you know, he's like, I've seen you here for 3 years, what do you mean you don't know how to do? You totally fucking called my bluff. I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself, full price, man. I just saw you harassing that guy out front, so get fucked.
Yeah, I think whatever happened with that, I don't remember, again with this, I don't know what the details are. There was like a cop discount or something, I don't know, but I remember that somebody like broke the windows out in the place during the riot, like throughout the whole city, like in that area, like super like yuppie area. Not a lot of shit got damaged, but somebody managed to break the windows out of the restaurant. So
just that one.
Yeah, so there was some shit that they've been doing like a lot of fucking dumb shit like that, but I don't know. I'm sure there's like people that they love cops that listen to us, so whatever. You know.
Whatever. Cornbread, stop that. Did you just smack that dog?
Dude, that's fucking sick.
I think she also
Sorry to get too political here.
That was very political in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Somebody with a thin blue line sticker shut this podcast off 20 minutes ago. Come back for the next one.
Someone who's like fucking
else.
Watching Fox News right now is fucking pissed. Just take a Fox News.
Well,
Fox News.
Get fucked.
So fucking sitting right up at the fucking... What the fuck?
All you CNN, Fox News, fucking...
I mean, look at us. You think we fucking... like, seriously. Like, you watch this podcast, you're like, yeah, those guys are definitely like... Fucking...
I'm not even left or right. I'm an anarchist. I want everything to fucking burn. I don't give a shit about any fucking political thing. I think humans should live in the fucking woods by themselves in tribes. I don't think we should even be living in fucking big cities like this. I don't even believe in the internet.
I like big...
Fuck all this.
I think big cities are fine, and I don't... But I think that...
But you give me anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm an anxiety-riddled mess because I live in a big city. Humans aren't meant to do this shit. We're not meant to live this close to each other and know everybody's intimate fucking thoughts by just looking at a little screen.
Not now.
I don't like this anymore. I'm done. I want to go live in the woods.
But yeah, so like, I mean, I'm not left or right in the like American sense.
Right.
Which is just like fucking fake.
Yeah, fake shit.
Yeah,
American politics are fucking all screwy.
It's fake. It's fake.
So if you don't know, basically in any other country, like Biden would just be center right.
Yeah.
At best, you know what I mean? That's the closest he'd be to a left wing politician. Is he'd be center right? Like he's pro corporations. He's pro a bunch of bullshit. That's pretty anti-American. You know.
It's funny to say he's a communist too.
He's definitely not a communist.
It's funny because like it's like, bro,
he's
like,
a communist.
If you don't know,
as a derogatory word, not as an actual political affiliation.
I do think it's funny though how similar, like if you look at like what far right politics in America has become, is like pretty communist. And they don't realize it.
Yeah.
It's really funny because you'll hear people say shit like the corporations are fucking everything up, and like it's like, yeah, bro, you know what you're mad at?
Small government, power to the people.
You're mad at fucking capitalism, fucking in the government,
And calling it communism.
and then you call it crony capitalism to make it seem like it's not real. It's just funny to me. I love it.
So there's somebody that has a live, laugh, love, coexist sticker that stopped listening to this 5 minutes ago now.
There's somebody. Yeah, there's
somebody with a Bernie 2020 sticker that just got super pissed.
Yeah, there's definitely someone with a fucking Kamala Harris like cut out in their living room that got pissed.
God, I don't like to hate people, but I hate all politicians.
I'm changing my YouTube handle to Joe Biden lover.
You know, I've been hanging out, playing Magic cards a lot at the shop, and there's these kids in there that are really good. They're really fun to hang out with. So I was thinking of changing mine to like little kid lover, so people know that I'm like, you know, I've been having a lot of fun with these kids playing Magic recently. So maybe we can change our YouTubes to reflect our new passions.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you should think about that one.
Yeah, maybe after the podcast.
Yeah, there's
I'm gonna change it right now. I'll figure it out later. I can change it in 14 days again.
You know what? I do want to bring something up. I've been thinking about this. You know how like people always talk about like how we need to protect children from like things and like kids of the future and stuff like that.
Fuck
like
kids.
We've been doing that for like decades.
Have you talked to a kid? They're kind of stupid.
No. I'm not talking. We've been doing that for decades. And you know what happens? You know what happens to kids? They turn into fucking shitty adults. Okay.
Yeah, maybe kids aren't the future.
Yeah.
Maybe
So you know what? Like
start banking on
people
on
are like,
our elders or something.
Listen, you know what I mean? It's like every kid. When you think about like the worst person you hate, like any political person or anybody in the world. Let's say you're like a Democrat and you hate Donald Trump, or you're a Republican and you hate Joe Biden. Those were kids.
They were kids. They were children. Yep. Look what they turn into.
And look, would you be like, oh, we should, we gotta protect? No. You know what?
We gotta protect our seniors. They're the future. Fuck the kids. The seniors are the future. If you're over 65, you are the future, and we are here for you. If you're under 65, get fucked.
Yeah. If you're my age or younger.
Yeah. Fuck you.
If you're
my
just
age, awkward.
Fuck you. Yeah.
You have no idea what you're doing in life, do you? You're awkward. The animals are fighting.
Yeah, dude.
One of them farted, and now they're fighting. Then we've lost half our audience because it was too much politicking. Well, this thing's almost over anyway, so.
It is over, I guess.
This is the last episode of Dead Cell. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It was a fun run while it lasted, but we just can't help talking shit on both sides of the aisle because things are fucked.
Yeah, and also, like, you know what? If you're out there and you need,
if you need direction in life,
if
you're looking for something to latch onto,
why don't you consider
anarchism?
Yeah, or
really not like anarchy, big real anarchism. Look it up.
Or giving your life to the Lord Jesus Christ.
I mean, you can do that if you want. I don't recommend that because there's some fucking weird shit that goes on there. In those
or
churches.
give your life to the Prophet Muhammad. I don't know.
Also weird shit that goes on.
Or give your life to fucking what's the Hindu guy with the 8 arms?
Not sure. Yeah, just pick one. There's like 3,000 gods. There's literally 3,000 like major gods on planet Earth. So you really got your pick. You got your pick of the litter, and every single one of them is like, no, they're wrong, we're right. Come over here. So basically, they're all right. So we just fucking ruined the podcast.
Oh, this was all satire. None of this is true.
I know everything I said was accurate and reflects my beliefs.
Everything I've ever said is my belief in everything. So
this may be controversial, but I want to say something. I'm just kidding.
This may be serious.
I got a hot take about immigration.
I'm not racist, but
no, no, I shouldn't even laughed at that. We're canceled.
I'm not sexist, but
nope. This is done. Thank you for listening, everybody. Episode 12 out in 2 weeks.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
Bye.